Hey there, welcome back to Comfy Cat Yoga. My name is Phoenix and we're on to day 15 of our Mellow Movement Challenge. Today is just going to be a nice, gentle, easy flow to wake us up in the morning or to wind down for bedtime, just relieving some tension that we built up while we were sleeping or from the day. So if that sounds good to you, go ahead and roll out a mat and we'll get started. We're going to start as we normally do in a nice comfortable seated position. You can have your legs straight out, you can have them crossed, whatever feels the most comfortable to you. Let your hands rest wherever they want to naturally rest. We're going to roll the shoulders back, bringing our posture up nice and tall, maybe softening our gaze, maybe closing our eyes as we bring attention to our breath. Grounding into our practice this morning or this evening, or whatever time you're watching this. If you've had a particularly stressful day, why don't you tell me about it? I'd love to hear about it, and I'm glad you're taking time for yourself. With our nice long breaths, we're going to bring our right hand out to the side, crossing it over our body, using it as a kind of lever right above our knee, twisting our spine gently to the side, bringing that back hand to the back to support us. A nice gentle seated twist here. Feeling the spine wake up. Maybe you're getting some cracks and pops if this is your first movement for the day. Breathe into the spine, releasing tension, noticing where you're holding on to any stress. Then go ahead and untwist. We're going to bring our left hand out, crossing it over to the right, just like we did on the other side. Nice gentle twist here. Maybe you're a little more stiff on one side than the other. I want you to notice these differences. Breathing nice and gently. Making sure we're not holding our breath, because that'll build up more tension than we need. Go ahead and untwist. Awesome job. Going to bring that posture up nice and tall. We're going to start gently rolling the shoulders back. Nice big circles here. Waking them up. Maybe you're feeling some cracks and pops, maybe a little bit of grinding. That's pretty normal, especially for your first movement if your muscles and your body aren't warmed up yet. Go ahead and switch directions, rolling them forward now. Maybe feeling some tension releasing. Now I'm going to invite you to alternate them, kind of like you're doing a little dance. Little wake up morning dance here. Switch directions. Awesome job. Go ahead and relax. We're going to drop our right ear to our right shoulder, just letting our head be heavy here, maybe closing your eyes, feeling that deep stretch in the neck, just from the weight of our head. We're not pushing our head towards our shoulder, bringing our shoulder up to reach our ear. We're just letting it naturally stretch itself out. Excellent job. Go ahead and drop to the other side. Feeling that stretch, being sure we're not pushing our head, not bringing that shoulder up. If anything, you're bringing the shoulder down. Nice deep breaths. Releasing tension. Maybe you slept on your neck weird. This could feel pretty good for that. But be sure to listen to your body. If it's painful, like pinching or stabbing pains, don't do this movement. If it's just a little warm and toasty, that's perfect. We just want to stretch it out. We don't want to cause injury. Go ahead and come back up, nice to center. We're going to come to our tabletop position, stacking the shoulders over the wrists, the knees, under the hips, flattening the backs of the feet, making sure we're nice and even, maybe locking those elbows out. You can also keep a bend in them if that feels better to you this morning. And we're going to inhale, dropping the stomach, bringing the gaze up in our cow. And exhale, curling the spine nice and gently, pushing through our shoulders. Maybe you get some crack snapple pops in our cat. Following your own breath, inhaling, dropping the stomach, bringing the gaze up, exhaling, curling the spine. Wherever you are, go ahead and do it one more time. Excellent job. After your next exhale, come back to a neutral tabletop. And one of my favorite poses, we're going to send the left hand out, threading it under the right, dropping the shoulder and the side of the head to the mat, and our thread the needle, waking up our spine, our shoulders, our neck a little here. Letting the spine decompress. On your next inhale, coming back up, sending that right hand out, threading it under the left. Awesome job. Maybe focus on your breath here. Notice how it changes. Notice how your stomach inflates. Maybe your chest is rising and falling. Coming back up. Awesome job. We're going to curl the toes under, walking the knees back just a little bit. We're going to walk the hands forward, dropping the chest to the mat, opening our shoulders into our armpits here in a puppy pose. You can rest your chin on the mat or your forehead on the mat here, whatever feels good to you. Keeping those hips nice and high. Coming back up, we're going to walk our hands in just a little bit, keeping those toes curled under. We're going to press the hips up and back into our downward dog. Can't have a puppy without its mom. Pushing into the shoulders here, trying to connect the chest to the top of the thighs. To wake up our lower body, we're going to pedal the feet. You might get some snap, crackle pops from your ankles, from your knees. Just pedaling them, trying to keep the weight even as you transition from the ball of your foot to your toes, and then coming back to neutral. We're going to inhale, gently bringing the pelvis down to the mat, flattening the backs of the feet into our Cobra pose. If this isn't great for you this morning, you can always drop to your forearms, spreading the fingertips out and pulling the chest forward into the Sphinx instead. Whatever feels best to you. Whatever position you decide, try to push that spine back as much as you can, getting a nice deep bend this morning. Picking up that lower spine. Check in with your body. How are you feeling? Make sure you're not getting any stabby pains. Just nice, deep stretches this morning. We're going to curl those toes under again, sending the hips up and back into our downward dog. Really press in here. Maybe with your exhales, pressing in a little deeper, making a V with your body. Nice deep breaths. Releasing tension. Your spine should be pretty relaxed here, just your shoulders and your arms really doing the work. Go ahead and walk, hop, or float the feet forward, coming into our forward fold, grabbing onto our elbows, the back of our calves, under our feet, whatever feels the best to you this morning. Maybe even just leaving the arms limp, trying to connect our chest to the tops of our thighs. You can keep a slight bend in the knees, you can straighten them out, whatever feels best to you. For my hypermobile friends, I would invite you to keep a bend in your knees, since when we walk our knees out, they kind of go further than straight, and that can actually injure us over time. So keep that bend in the knees if you're hypermobile. Let the spine decompress. Let the shoulders relax. They shouldn't be doing any work here. Let the neck and the head be heavy. Feeling a stretch in the hamstrings, maybe in the back, maybe even in the shoulders, grounding through the feet. On your next inhale, gently roll up, stacking one vertebrae on top of the other, coming into Tadasana, mountain pose here. Palms of our hands shining forward. Our feet are about shoulder width apart. Nice and strong here. Nice strong pose here. We're going to go ahead and move into some breathing exercises. So we're going to inhale, bringing the arms up, letting them cross over one another. And on our exhale, dropping them, crossing them at the bottom instead. I like to call these rainbow breaths. You can follow your hands with your gaze if you would like to, or continue looking straight. Just try to get a full range of motion with your arms, trying to make sure that your elbows aren't bending anywhere except the top and the bottom. Really waking up our shoulders, on our upper back and our arms. Awesome job. Go ahead and come back to neutral. Excellent work. We're going to inhale, bringing the arms up, interlacing the fingers at the top, index fingers pointing up. And we're going to lean to the left, crescent pose. Try to keep your chest nice and open. It's really easy to want to turn into this. Want to keep it nice and open, even if that means you don't get as much of a bend on the side. Stay engaged through the arms, through the shoulders. Feel the stretch in the side. Remembering to breathe. Making sure you're staying activated in the neck as well. We're not letting it just hang out. On your next inhale, come up and go to the other side. Keeping the chest open. And inhale, come up, drop the arms, roll the shoulders, roll the neck, whatever you need to do. Deep breath, let it out. Awesome job. We're going to widen the stance of our legs. Our toes should still be pointing forward. And then inhaling, bringing the arms up, letting them cross over one another, hinging at the hips, folding forward, wide leg forward fold here. You can grab onto the back of the calves, the tops of the feet, maybe onto your elbows. Just don't pull on any joints, so don't pull directly on your ankles or your knees. Anywhere else is fine though. Letting the spine decompress here. Letting the back widen. Wherever you are, go ahead and relax your arms. Swish your weight side to side. Getting a stretch in the side of the leg. On each side here. Coming back to center. And then on your next inhale, gently coming up, hinging at those hips again. Coming up all the way. Awesome job. We're going to come to a seated position now. However you need to get there is totally fine. We're going to point our toes in front of us, keeping a nice tall posture. We're going to bring our hands to the sides of our hips, pushing in almost like we're trying to lift our butt off the ground in our staff pose. Stretching the triceps here, stretching the wrists, and stretching our toes in the point. Remembering to breathe normally here. On your next exhale, go ahead and relax. Inhale, bringing the arms up, letting them cross over one another. Exhale, folding forward towards our toes. Wherever you end up being, whether that's on your calves, even on your thighs, or if you're grabbing your feet. Just don't pull on joints. Getting a nice deep stretch in our seated forward fold here. Inhale, come up. And then we're going to go ahead and cross our right leg over the left, and we're going to bend the left leg, bringing the right leg really close to our body. We're going to use our arms behind us to kind of stabilize us. You can adjust the left leg as much as you need to get the right away from your body as much as you need to, wherever feels comfortable, wherever you're getting a nice stretch. Opening our hips here. Try to keep your feet relaxed. Don't want to be flexing them. Want to be relaxing them, getting a nice gentle stretch. Go ahead and straighten that leg, straightening the other, and we're going to cross the left over the right, bending the right up to our body, bringing the left nice and close, whatever distance you need to be at. Opening on the other side here. Try to relax the foot. And on your next exhale, go ahead and straighten it all out. We're going to come into our laying down position. As we close our quick practice here, going to bring the hands, palms facing up, relaxing the feet, relaxing the head, maybe closing the eyes, or softening the gaze. Coming into Savasana. Absorb your practice. Notice anywhere you might still be holding on to tension or might still be a little crunchy. Try to breathe into those areas, and on your exhale, releasing any of that tension. Nice deep breaths. When you're ready, you can start wiggling your fingers and your toes, coming back into a seated position, however you need to do that. Give yourself time though. Thank you for letting me lead your practice today. I hope you're feeling a little bit more relieved, a little less full of tension, less stress. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see something specific in our next videos, be sure to tell me in the comments. Tell me how your day's going, if you're just starting it or if it's the end of your day. And we'll see you next time. Namaste, take peace, and we'll see you later.